Alright everybody, welcome back. Still plugging away at the F-14 here. I finally got everything like I want it back here in the back. Gauges, because I'm primarily going to be filling from this side. So the gauges are kind of both facing this way so you can kind of see along the edge. Everything will fit over. These stick up a little bit because I'm going to leave the actual chut or sheet, whatever you want to call it, the little fill thing attached so I can just hold my hose on there instead of having to screw this thing on and off every time. There'll be a little trim spot just for this little nipple to stick up, but it still won't affect the canopy when it closes, I don't think. That being said, I may have to trim a little spot or something. Yeah, it will. Well, actually, yeah, I may end up having to take that out or just trim a little thing, so no big deal. But working on all the leads, I got all the air system hooked up and everything. Like I said, all the valves are done. I filled them up with air, both the gear and the other side of the air system are both holding air, so that's good. Doesn't appear to be any leaks right now. After that, I started working on running all the leads, hooking everything up, and I'm pretty much done. And I turned on the gear door sequencer and failsafe, and it reads pressure really well. So that's one good thing. But when I did that, I hooked up the gear, put the receivers in there. The receivers are in now as well, and I turned everything on just to kind of cycle the gear, and the servo cycled one time and then stopped, and I didn't know what was going on, and I turned the power off and tried to rotate it by hand, and it would not budge. Like I couldn't do anything with it. Took it out, and it finally let loose a little bit. And it was real hard to turn. Turn the servo with the servo head on it, or servo arm on it, and it pretty much something's wrong with the servo. I was like, that was the first time I put power to it, so it's a brand new servo. So I'm gonna have to call DreamWorks tomorrow morning, send that bad boy back, get a replacement. Hopefully that's not an issue with another servo. If the next one does that, I'll just swap brands or swap to a different servo. Not a huge deal. I can always throw one of these HS 81s in there, or I got another servo I could throw in as well. But just in the meantime, I may put one in there just so I can get everything working. But like I said, all the servo leads are in now, and I got to do a lot of, sorry about that. I got to do a lot of wire tying. I don't use zip ties anymore. I use this stuff here. I used it on the Avant. It's really nice. It's a wax coated string. They actually use it to do wire tie or wire bundles in aircraft. Like in the Apache that I fly, you'll see lace tape. They call it lace tape around wire bundles to kind of help hold in certain places and to tie wires up out of the way. And I hate zip ties, so that works much better. It's lighter, real easy. I got those 2 rolls, and it'll probably last me forever. So I'll go through and tie all the wires up and get them secure, and then I'll make some little sidewall 2 pieces to hold the antennas like they need to be, and then that'll be about it for the installation. I'm going to put the power box batteries just like this. I tried the flat. I normally get the square packs like that, but for some reason I just wanted to try the flat ones now. I wish I would have went with the square ones, because the flat ones just don't fit into certain places as well as others. So they're going to go right here just like this, and the ECU batteries are going to go underneath here, right here. So all the batteries will be up here. So when I want to do charging or replace batteries, I just take the nose off and get to them real easy. There'll probably be one battery back here for the swing wing mechanism. But the good thing about it, this switch has a charge port on it, so I can just use that. But that's about it so far. Once I finish up with this stuff, well, it's pretty much done, I'll get on the elevators and get those push rods in and then get the wings done, and that'll be it. And I'm off tomorrow, so I'll get most of this stuff done tomorrow and try to finish up this weekend, because I got to get rocking. I got to find a place to get these things test flown, because my Vonnie's got to get test flown. I got to do some learning with that thing, because I've never had a Jet Cat. I've used Jet Central and Keen Tech turbines, and the programming on those is to me a lot more simple. That Jet Cat P200, just the programming, how to work the box is just beyond me. So I got to do a lot of reading, get that thing ran up, and then I'll get this one shortly after. But once I get finished with this thing, I'm going to take a break and get everything moved downstairs and out to the trailer and stuff like that, and get ready for the engine runs and taxi test and everything like that, because once these things go together, I can't get them downstairs, so I got to get to a point, stop, move downstairs, and finish it up in the garage. So but that's about it. It's coming along. Yeah, that's about it. Sucks about that servo. Just a pain in the ass, because I had to disconnect the this guy to get out of the way, and then remove the servo, because the servo comes in from the bottom. But it took me about 5 minutes. So I tried to make sure when I do all my equipment layout and everything, that I can always get to everything, just in case something goes bad. I need to pull it out, replace it, and like the pumps and the ECUs. I wanted to make sure I could have access to everything and not cover things up to the point where you can't get to them. So that's I think that should be the goal for anybody, because you want to be able to do maintenance on these things, and if you have stuff buried too deep and you have to pull everything out of it, it just can be a big pain for yourself. So anyways, you guys have a good one. I'm going to take a little break, and then I'll get to cleaning up and tidying up all these wires. So it makes me want to scream. OCD. Alright, but you guys have a good one. Take it easy.